There's so many different dimensions, right? In terms of feeling like they're just an extension of Avon, right? I mean, they have to have the right knowledge. They have to have the right adoption of the culture, right? They have to have the right philosophy of how they're dealing with your customers, right? How do you think about that? And then how do you work with them, right? We like to call it training and, but what you're talking about is an ecosystem that works together in kind of a whole new level. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you create that ecosystem.
Steve, I would say actually it's co-creation because it's not Avon delivering training. I mean, yes, we do deliver sometimes training, but we also have the feedback from our BPOs, what our reps are saying to us, how they would like us to treat them, but and also what is the tone of voice we have to use. It's actually now providers or BPOs who are actually advising us what to do because at the moment you lose this direct connection with your consumers, it's not anymore you understanding even how to do that. Yeah, that was back like a couple of years ago when we transferred the knowledge from Avon to the VPOs. But now we clearly rely on these soft skills being upgraded even from the VPO side, while some knowledge related to the products, related to maybe some operational topics, or maybe a model that we are changing, like business model, that's something that actually Avon is still delivering. And we will keep delivering that obviously because it's us creating that. So you see, this synergy, it's co-created. And in fact, I do appreciate it even more because, if I create a wrong model and I have to communicate something to our consumers, if I would like to fill this gap, I can somehow compensate it here, like to hide the gap. But now we, from the providers, from BPOs, we clearly receive immediate feedback that something is wrong. There is no subjective opportunity or actually any opportunity to hide any issue happening, for example, here in the kitchen, because feedback is a very straightforward and very, very objective. So we don't need even to translate what reps are saying. We receive from the BPO, okay, they're saying your programs are complex. Your motivational elements or products you are giving as a prize are not good. Or we love your new delivery model. We love new earnings opportunity. This is now, in fact, something that we are clearly receiving from our VPO. So you see, it's not us delivering the training anymore. We rely on only us, I would say. We rely on our BPO big time. And that's why that partnership is very important because that's a co-creation. Yes, we might have a BPO to whom we are going to deliver all this, but you can assume that's not the best relation. And that's the relation actually we would long term keep. We would rather turn to this co creation mood and the real partnership, I would say.
So, from everything I'm taking away from you just said there is in that partnership, a true partnership, there has to be a tremendous amount of trust, right? And trust is something that can't be given, it has to be earned, right? And that I'm getting the understanding from what you're saying is a very reciprocal relationship that over time is built on trust, right? Where you're learning as much as they're learning from you. Did I get that right?
Yes. But just to try also to add on that one, trust on the partnership is built from the moment we start RFI. Like, first impression, from the moment when company starts presenting themselves to us, that's the moment when we start actually learning and building the trust. And I don't believe that actually we should put our provider on zero and let's now start building the trust on the moment when actually they start working for us. I will not feel comfortable with that one. Actually, the trust is built much earlier and we give them then a chance to earn even more trust and actually us to earn trust on their side because it's all the time like mutual connection and mutual relationship. It's never just us treating someone as a partner. We need VPOs also treating us as a partner and thinking long term about us and all those things. Although I'm on a side of Avon where actually they are delivering something to us, we also need VPOs treating us as a partner as well because it's a mutual connection, definitely. And